Did you see this story about Alec Baldwin was on the street? He was approached by this guy who's a comedian. It's like one of those like TikTok guys or whatever guys.
Yeah, social media content creator, comedian.
His name's Jason Scoop. He does like a Trump impression, and Alec Baldwin's very famous for doing his Trump impression on SNL. So this guy approaches him. Being a celebrity, like, would be the worst thing in the world, I think. Just like people on the street constantly, not only are they noticing you and watching you, but then like you become a target of people's. That's how he's going to go get clicks. Some guy's going to go make a video with Alec Baldwin.
Exactly right.
And he's kind of like getting up in his face, and you know he's on a public street. There's nothing Alec Baldwin can really do about it. So he's trying to get a response out of Alec Baldwin. He's very successful in doing that, which is why we're talking about it here. But being a celebrity, I think, would not be fun. But this guy approached Alec Baldwin, and here's what he had to say.
Alec, it's your favorite president. Look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon.
And Alec Baldwin is like loading his bag in the back of his SUV. He's trying to go, obviously he's trying to travel somewhere, maybe for work. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't have any of his 1,000 children with him at the time. He has a lot of kids. Did you know that, Alec Baldwin?
I did, yeah. He's been very prolific. Not Elon prolific, and not, you know, Nick. What's Nick Cannon's prolific.
We're not calling him a cat or anything.
No. He's got a lot of kids.
He's married to this woman. He has 7 kids with his current wife.
Yeah.
And they have a show on TLC. We'll talk about that in just a second because I thought that was relevant.
They got a show about their real life?
They have a show about their, like a reality show.
No shame
like
left.
I think it's called The Baldwins.
And their brothers are his brothers
I don't think
on it?
No, his brothers aren't in it. That would be a better show. But we'll play that in just a second. Hold on here.
Because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon.
This guy's also dressed like Donald Trump.
Yeah,
he's got the wig, he's got the suit.
Yeah, got the full costume, blue jacket, red tie, long red tie.
For murdering that woman. If you kiss the ring, Alec. Kiss the big, beautiful ring. Come on, Alec. Come on, look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look, we're back in office. You lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suitcase. Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood, you can call it first degree, you can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me, and that's okay.
So, obviously, that would draw a response from most people. Alec Baldwin responded this way.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
No, you realize, by
Whoa.
the way. No, look at me. I want you to look at me.
Sure.
You got a camera on me here?
The ring, no, it's the ring.
But you realize my kids live in this building, right? But I want you to know something.
We love the children. We're doing great deals for the children.
So be real careful.
Okay.
If this camera wasn't here, I'd snap your neck in half and break your right out. So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Believe me.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, he's yelling at me. I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec. Alec, look, Alec, you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look, I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro, that I can tell you. De Niro ran away. Alec confronted. That's good. He's strong, but also he's weak because he murdered a woman. So that's okay, right? Look at this guy.
What's your... I want to go out and say I wouldn't want to hang out with either of these guys. These guys both sound like kind of a handful. Spike, what was your response to this?
Alec Baldwin's a better man than I am.
Would you have?
I'd have crushed this guy.
You would have crushed.
Call me a murderer, saying that I murdered someone repeatedly for social media content.
Sure.
To post this, that's harassment. That is harassment of Alec Baldwin. I'd have my lawyer so far up this guy's backside.
Legally, I couldn't speak to that. I'm not a lawyer. But
if somebody's filming you and posting on social media, accusing you of murder repeatedly.
No, that's what I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why being a celebrity.
I wouldn't have had if my kids are in there watching some clown in a Trump costume.
His kids are.
They looking at the window maybe.
Penthouse floor.
If I walk to the parking lot here at KIRO and some guy comes in a Trump costume and makes horrific accusations about me, accusing me of horrific crimes.
Yeah.
And the case was litigated for the shooting on the movie set of Rust with the armorer and the whole 9 yards. It's all settled issue. And this guy thinks that's sport for his social media content to promote his comedy career. I'd have beat the crap out of him, and I'd be in jail for assault.
Yeah.
I would. That guy, Alec Baldwin, has more restraint than I have.
He definitely, I feel like this comedian was definitely taking his...
He's a classless piece of garbage, this
his
guy.
life into his own hands. Alec Baldwin, I don't think...
Baldwin. He's got a career of not being he's not stable.
He has a history.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I don't know
well,
that that's true.
I don't want Alec Baldwin outside waiting for me either.
Allegedly.
Fair enough.
Trying to protect you on the show.
Thank you.
But I have seen, he has had interactions that went south with reporters in the past.
Thank you.
And so that would be something that I would be keenly aware of.
This guy's not a journalist. He's not. He's
well,
not.
No, he's a comedian.
He's not
trying
a reporter
to get clicks.
asking
He
tough
did exactly
questions.
what he wants,
Yeah.
and now here we are talking about him all the way over here on this coast.
And he's got. You're right. Alec Baldwin's a public figure. It's a public street. And there's probably, I don't know if it's First Amendment rights, but there's there's rights of public space that people are allowed to do and film and create content. You can't use Alec Baldwin for content creation without his permission. Posting Alec Baldwin's likeness just because he's on a street. I don't know the legalities of that or not.
Well, he knows he's being filmed. If he wanted to, he probably could have walked away at a certain point. I don't know if
De
the laws
Niro
are in
walked
New
away,
York.
according to this comedian.
Yeah.
De Niro walked. I won't quote what he said, but De Niro he just turned his back and had walked away from the guy. Was the bigger man. I've said I'm proud of Baldwin because I couldn't have been. I'd have lost my stuff.
It'd be tough. If somebody gets in your face like that.
Oh,
you're
gosh.
like your fighting instinct kicks in. Fight or flight. Is that what it is? Fight or flight.
Fight or flight, and defend your honor, defend your name. Defend your reputation.
I mean, he's obviously Alec Baldwin's been involved in enough litigation. He's smart enough to realize that you can't be addressing all this stuff all the time, and don't take it
Sometimes
so
you got to
seriously.
just walk away. Yeah.
His Trump impression's pretty good. I will give him credit for that. It's a pretty good Trump impression. Did you? Okay, so I just mentioned at the start of this the Baldwin's reality show.
Yeah.
My wife made me watch this last night. She goes, "Hey, I want to watch the Alec Baldwin reality show." Have you seen this, Sophia? Are you aware of it?
I haven't. No.
You haven't seen it. Okay. It's on TLC,
Sure. Yeah.
Like TLC.
Speaking of content, yeah.
Yeah, TLC, who oftentimes just has like plural families and things like that. But now
Stallone had a reality show with his daughters, so they were also off the hook.
I don't know what station that was on.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's ample networks that need ample content.
But now
Everybody's
this is
got
Alec
a camera
Baldwin
crew.
and his crazy life because he got married late in life. He was in his mid-50s. He's married a woman much younger than him. Which
It's like Honoria or something like that, or
I think her name is Hilaria.
Hilaria.
Yeah.
I remember that from the roast.
From the roast?
Yeah. Oh, the Alec Baldwin roast is one of the greatest of all
I
time.
haven't seen it.
Oh.
Yeah. She goes by Hilaria, and they have 7 kids, like 7 young-ish kids. I think their oldest kid is like 13 years old. So it's like this whole second phase of his life.
When I said Alec Baldwin's a better man than I more evidence right there.
Exhausting. Can you imagine? Now, I'm sure that, like in the show, they highlight they have nannies and stuff like that. But I was watching the show, and I kept waiting for it to have a point. Like I'm sitting.
You're so. Oh, look at you.
Well, I'm already
You're so optimistic.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be a valid reason for putting this guy on TV.
They spend like 10 minutes, and like the whole show premise can't just be, it's Alec Baldwin, and he's married, and he has 7 kids. That's fine. I guess it's kind of interesting as like an entry point, but at some point the show actually has to do something or say something or be about something.
Yeah. The good ones are.
15 minutes of the first episode is like them crazily trying to get their kids into the car, and I'm just like, all right, how much longer am I going to have to watch
7 kids,
this?
8 pets, 2 houses. It's the Baldwins. Oh my!
Did you read that?
I did read that. Yeah.
That's exactly. That's exactly what the show is. They're like, isn't it crazy? We've got 7 kids. We've got 8 pets. We've got 2 nannies. She's got 1 husband and 2 lovely homes, like one on the east side and one on the east side of the Hamptons. And they split their time between the 2, and you just literally couldn't care less about it.
Well, thank you for saving me all this time. You're the best, man.
And I was under the illusion that, or the delusion that Alec Baldwin would lead an interesting life.
Yeah.
But the reality is, it's so boring. And so this is the most interesting thing that happened to this guy. They should put that in the show. By far.
That'd be better content.
Here's
for
another
the Baldwin show.
Are you going to watch it, Sophia? Will you check it out?
Did you make it past the first episode, or was
No.
this okay?
No, we made it. I made it.
Hey, maybe it gets juicier. They got to get the setup,
Yeah,
get
they
you.
lost me.
You have to get devoted to the family.
No, I gave them 37 minutes, and I told I looked at my
You want
wife.
it
I said,
back, right?
my time watching TV is short. I have about 1 hour in me.
Right, yes.
Maybe in the end of the evening, if all goes well with my children, why would I want to? I have 4 kids of my own. Why in the hell would I want to watch somebody else's kids on TV? That's insane. Total waste of time.
That's excellent. You're
Total
right.
waste
You're
of
exactly
time.
right. And there's so much great television out there. You've got to really be
Lot of great
judicious
stuff.
with how you spend your recreational time watching, just cotton candy entertainment.
Every single person listening to this show right now understands what you just said. Every single one.
Yeah.
You literally are having to pick what to invest your time into because there is so much good TV.
And it's great. Great content is
so
out
much
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's a shame to even call it content.
Have you seen...